Hey guys, what's up? What we're gonna do tonight is we're gonna review all of our chapters. Okay, right? Of each of our, I'm sorry, lesson 1 in each of our chapters. So it's kind of messed up. If it's messed up, but we're gonna do this. Okay. We're first going to do chapter 1.
She'll only be here for about an hour and a half. That's it.
We're first going to do chapter 1. So chapter 1 was over UPMC and Presbyterian. I'm sure we all remember. We did UPMC for chapter 1, right? And we did Trinity West and East. The other one. Then we did some hospitals, I know. So this was lesson 1 in chapter 1. We did UPMC Montefiore.
Stop.
We're going to review this. So we learned at UPMC Montefiore times 7m.
So, you set these pictures here, upcode W and signature buttons.
Now the basing of the story begins right here in the lobby of Montefiore and Presbyterian. Is the start of the story. These were modernized by Otis in 2005. Okay. And then you have a point at Montefiore, your point. And it either ends on 12 or 4. Okay. So that's your point. Elevator service. These are all the service elevators. UPMC Montefiore. Okay. That's pictures of them. All right. That's some pictures of them. All right. We had some questions. Okay. Talked about the East cars. Jonathan. Okay. We had the South cars. Questions for those. The Kaufman Medical Building. The laundry car. We had the overview. Okay, that's chapter 1, lesson 1. All right. And then we did chapter 2 over chapter 2 over nobody wants to listen, I'll just have to do it on my own. But we did chapter 2 over Cathedral of Learning. Okay. Let me just go over this really quick. So Westinghouse formed. We learned that. And we were asking ourselves, how does a Westinghouse transform into an Otis compass? And the only way that it transforms into this is by modernization, which is an upgrade or a change. Okay. Now we learned that the very first footsteps into the field of learning could change the views of Toronto elevators in so many ways, and it did. Learn about the chaotic movement change. We learned that the chaotic movement was the confusing move in which someone or something going, okay? And in the Cathedral of Learning, before this modernization began, you'd probably have made a chaotic movement, okay? There are people who have probably made a chaotic movement trying to find the right elevator to take to their floor, okay? Now, when the Otis compass system was born at the Cathedral of Learning in 2014, in August of 2014, things have really changed ever since then. You have the question for that. Floors have the original brails, and the other floors have the new brails. Floor 16 is an example. We had a question. The shuttleport elevator, which is the O car. The elevator stop on 36, and you switch to a little shuttle elevator that only goes from 36 to 40. In the lobby, we learned that there's a stand in the lobby. Okay. There's a stand in the lobby. The call stations. All right. And this is for traffic limitating. And traffic limitating was the limit of waiting for something like an elevator. Okay. Main indicator on GRA. That's a shuttle car. Then we have the overview. All right. 2 lesson 1. Now we're going to do chapter 3, lesson 1. East. Okay. So Trinity East. Okay. Trinity East. Oops. Spectacular. Okay. We're going to do that though. So we were getting to know the Trinity locations in this chapter here. This is over Trinity East, okay? Wait until it loads. Is the screen showing? Yes, my screen is showing. Okay. We talked about the Otis Palace. Yes, lesson right here. East, okay. This is Trinity East, all right? That is full traction elevators. There it is right there. There's the main tower. The older wing. And then you have the Spark. And right there is all the those are 3, or I'm sorry, the 6 Otis cars. The machine room's up there in the penthouse. Oh, that's the machine room for the older wing. Now, we talked about being high up and down low, right? We asked ourselves if we were high or if we were low, okay? If we were special or we were not special. Who we are is who we are, okay? No matter we are, it is who we are, where we are from, what we do and what we are, okay? Everyone is special no matter what. We've learned that, okay? I found that there are 2 more Otis cars in the School of Nursing, but we're going to talk about those next year, okay? Those are pretty nice, so we'll talk about those next year, though, next school year. Now, Trinity East has a really big story behind all the Otis elevators that are there, okay? Now, here are some things you asked yourself probably when we were doing this back in February, which was when we did this. So you probably asked yourself a few months ago, were these elevators in good shape? And when they were last inspected by the state of Ohio, did they pass inspection? Will these elevators last forever? Well, there's some good things to ask yourself. Well, I'm going to answer these to you guys. Are these elevators special? Yes, these elevators are special. These elevators are in good shape. These were inspected in April of 2017, which was last month, and they passed inspection for some of them. They're not going to last forever because the hospital is closing in 4 years, and we're going to get to that next year. Okay, so that's that. And now we're going to look at the panel on the high-rise and low-rise car, okay? The tower is 10. $14 floors, and the Ross Park's only 5 floors, okay? We had a question for that. There was the answer to that. That was easy. Then we had the service elevators. And at the service elevators, they're all different in the high-rise bank because of the pan. They're all the same, but the buttons inside, the panel inside, are different. They're not like the others, okay? This is the Ross Park panel. And this is a high-rise panel. 2 go to B, and 1 goes to all the floors, except for the penthouse where the machine is. Okay, we had a question for that. All right, and then we looked at the cabs and passenger and service at both the Ross Park and the tower. Of course, you know this is the tower. This is the Ross Park right here. Okay, second is Ross Park. The first is the tower. Okay, had a question for that. And we talked about the smallest elevator in the whole entire world. You know, it's called a dumbwaiter, and we learned that it is the smallest freight elevator in the whole world used for transporting food and other small medical supplies. This is what a dumbwaiter looks like. Okay, with a little bit of food in it. And a question for that. And the C represents the call button, of course. Okay. Talk about the lowest service in this building. All right. Oops. For the lowest service in this building. All right. Here it is. Holding. Okay. I didn't know about this one until 2013. So it has the arrows inside of it. All right. Then we had some questions. Of course, we knew number 8 was going to be the what? The Citrus Tower. Maybe the SMU Underwood Law Library, or you know the Alto Heights, Altos, and Richmond's Wharf in San Francisco, or the Houston Club Building. You know, there's some buildings that have the arrow buttons. If you guys know of any other buildings that have arrow buttons, please comment below. Okay, this is the only one in the whole entire hospital that has 2 floors. It's also the third bottom drive attraction. It was installed in 1968. It was found by Ohio's elevator president on the Saturday of May 25th to 2013. So that was 4 years ago on next Thursday, okay? All right, so what did we see and what did we see, all right? We're gonna get into the oldest part of Trinity, which is the ground, first, second, third, and fourth floor. Okay. And we talked about this building being straight from the 1930s to early 1940s. And we learned this part is pretty much abandoned, but the School of Nursing is still located next door, like ground floor access, with a gymnasium up on the first floor. At the we learned that the school of nursing is still there. I'll show you guys the elevators when we're done. We're gonna go back in that wing. Oh, please don't tell me I got kicked off. I'm gonna go kicked off because my computer's been acting up lately. So yeah, this is elevator C. Okay, got some questions. Of course, we have the first floor difference. We had the interior of it. It was a Dovis because why? It had Dover, ThyssenKrupp, pan over here. It had the Otis pan over here, so it's basically a Otis Krupp. Okay, so the ThyssenKrupp call station 1. Right? So it could be, we said it could either be a Dovis or an Otis Krupp. Okay. And then the last elevator in this hospital died peacefully in 2005 at an unknown day, time, or month, and it served in the Ohio Elevator War in 1953. Okay, here it is. And there it is in the stairwell. All right, and we asked what was so weird about the stairwell. What was weird about it was the elevator opens directly into it. Okay, so that's it, guys. It keeps blinking. I don't know why. You can step over in the school of nursing. There's 2 over there. And those are pretty neat. Because I didn't know about those ever. But I know about those 2. It was not like I said, hey, I know that there's 2 Otises over in the school of nursing. Okay, I can't wait to show you guys what they have on the inside. You guys are going to love it. And they say it's one of the oldest buildings. It's one of the oldest part of Trinity East, and I agree with it. And I agree with it too. Sadly, the elevators, though, of course, have been modernized, but they aren't manually controlled. Sorry. Well, my computer, you know what? My computer is acting up. I have had it. I'm going to take it down to the PC place in Steubenville. And I'm going to have this guy look at it.